She's better, braver, and more beautiful than Sniper Wolf in every way possible. Her beauty is much more than skin deep. While Sniper Wolf spends her life trying to earn more and more money, Tash Peterson spends her life trying to save more and more animals. While Tash Peterson makes fun of animals and jokes about wanting to punch cows, Tash Peterson, at the other end of the earth in Australia, is out saving them, speaking up on behalf of them, even getting arrested while defending them. Tash Peterson is a role model that all girls should follow.
Drink soy milk, oat milk, rice milk, almond milk. Don't steal milk from a cow. Be vegan, start right now. Follow that vegan teacher, she will show you how.
Let's see what Tash has to say.
I was attacked by a very angry butcher who jumped over the counter and threw me out of the supermarket by holding onto the string attached to a real pig's head. 2 years ago, on Christmas Eve, I dressed as a slaughterhouse worker, held a real pig's head, and went to a butcher to bring light to the animal holocaust in the meat, dairy and egg industry.
Tash uses the word holocaust liberally. It means destruction on a mass scale, murder on a mass scale. And that's exactly what happens in the meat, dairy, and egg industries.
I decided to hold a real victim's head that I found inside a slaughterhouse to show people the victims of their food choices.
Would you be brave enough to do what Tash Peterson is doing here? Would you be brave enough to go to the suffering, to go into these hellholes, these prison camps, and approach the victims who are either dead or still barely alive? Would you be able to go straight to them and offer comfort?
Pigs are only 6 months old when they're forced into carbon dioxide gas chambers and literally burn from the inside out. As soon as I began to speak out, this woman was so furious, she jumped over the counter and began to tell me to get out.
Forced into a carbon dioxide gas chamber where they suffocated to death. They thrashed so hard that their feet came off. They burned from the inside out.
I continued to speak up for non-human animals and ignored her. This made her more and more enraged.
Get out now! Just as beautiful as our dogs and cats. They're no different to them. In fact, pigs are more intelligent than dogs. They're the third most intelligent species on this planet.
Despite her calling me all these names and telling me to get out, I still continued with my protest.
An animal abuser. You are an animal abuser if you eat animal products.
I then asked her why she was so triggered by me protesting her business.
Get up and get out! Why are you so triggered? If you were happy and proud of your business, then you wouldn't be angry at me.
She became even angrier and went to pull out her cleaver on me.
As soon as this video is over, I invite you to follow Vegan Booty, Tash Peterson.
So this is a battery egg farm, and as you can see, the conditions are just abhorrent. I cannot explain how terrible it smells in here and how much of an atrocity this is. Take a look at these beautiful individuals forced to live inside tiny cages crammed together.
This place is hell on earth.
So I've been inside free-range egg farms, and they're still confined in dark sheds where they don't really have access to the outside.
They live in constant noise and fear.
The term free range has no legal framework, so it's just a marketing tactic to make the consumer believe they're buying a good thing, but there is nothing ethical about buying eggs.
The egg industry is just a cycle of misery. They lie to you endlessly. Don't buy eggs, walk away. Go to egg-truth.com today.
So naturally a hen would live up to the age of 12 years old. However, all egg-laying hens are murdered at the age of 18 months old. This includes free range, RSPCA approved, you name it. They're all going to be murdered once they're no longer considered profitable to the industry. And you might be wondering, where are all the males? Well, the males in the egg industry are all murdered on their first day of life. The moment they are born into this world, they are put in a macerator where they're blended up alive or they're gassed alive at just 1 day old. And 12 million male chicks are brutally murdered every year in the egg industry in Australia alone. This is an absolute atrocity. Stepped in some feces. Naturally, a hen in the wild would only lay about 12 eggs per year. However, humans have genetically manipulated egg-laying hens to lay so many eggs that they're laying about 300 eggs per year. This is incredibly taxing and harmful to her body. And in fact, 80 to 89% of egg-laying hens suffer from osteoporosis and a number of other health issues. And it's just not natural to be forcing them to do this and to be forcing them to live in these abhorrent conditions. I mean, look at this. These rollers just go up so high in these tiny confined sheds. This is disgusting.
Imagine spending your whole life like this, imprisoned for a crime you never committed.
I actually feel claustrophobic just standing in here. I couldn't imagine what it would be like to be one of these individuals spending your entire life in confinement. Just imagine being in this position. It's just unimaginable. Doing this to the most defenseless, innocent, vulnerable individuals on this planet. They don't deserve this. You do not need to be consuming someone else's ovulation. It's time to live vegan and stop paying people to subject animals to this torture, abuse, and murder. Egg-laying hens are subjected to a number of painful mutilation procedures, such as cutting off their beaks because they can't exhibit their natural behaviours. As you can see, they're in this confinement. So to stop the pecking order and to stop them from pecking one another, they sever their beaks off. It's just abhorrent. All of this pain and suffering just for someone's egg, to consume someone's flesh or milk, or to wear a leather jacket. You don't need to be doing this anymore. Please end this Holocaust by not profiting it, living vegan. You might think you're doing a good thing by buying the free-range products, but regardless of how well loved or cared for they are, they're all going to be brutally murdered. All egg-laying hens, all dairy cows, they're all brutally murdered. The males in both of those industries are brutally murdered as babies. So regardless of what label it might have, you know, whether it has an RSPCA sticker on it or anything, it's all rape, enslavement, torture, abuse, and murder. Don't believe these marketing lies.
We say we love animals, yet we hurt them in every way imaginable. We shoot them, we beat them, we skin them, we wear them, we dominate them, we mutilate them, we cut off their skin, we betray them, we choke them, we force feed them, we burn them, we bite and swallow them. We fire guns at them, though they've committed no crimes. We cut off their heads, we kidnap them, and trample on their rights. We destroy rainforests to feed them, just so we can eat them. We experiment on them, we spray poisons on them, we radiate them. And all of this karma comes back to us, until we declare, I'll be vegan from now on. If you find value in my work, subscribe and press the notification bell and help me get the animals out of hell. Thank you.